Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Caelum, and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
Tension between the two countries remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Marte Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male, and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are requested to contact the Crown City Police immediately. And now a word from the Public Information Bureau. Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel as well as a statue of the Founder King himself. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in today's festivities. This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild and sunny weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on special
The
assignment.
Borderlands may experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is scheduled to participate in the festivities, circling the Citadel alongside the statue of the Founder King, Somnus Lucis Caelum.
So this is the city Somnus built on the back of his own flesh and blood. Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
In order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please follow all staff instructions. Vehicular access will also be limited in some areas around the Citadel for the festival's duration. In addition, traffic will be stopped entirely during the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel so safe within? What a life to live. And that must be the king's castle.
We should.
Okay.
No, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, let the fireworks begin!
See?
Okay.
Right, let's go.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh dear.
King's really enjoying it. Ardyn. Oh, Ardyn. You can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case... You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
I am. The gods bless me with a power and a purpose to cure people of what ails them. I must see their will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you. Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
Oh? And the other?
Is me.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
Don't touch me.
Status report. Everything is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Era. Somnus.
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Era! Gods, no!
Ardyn.
Ardyn Izunia, Chief Besithia would like to see you.
Might as well head out. Nothing here to interest me. Nothing here to interest me. I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the most enthralling view.
Come, have a seat.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you? Are you enjoying your stay?
No.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
How long has it been since you brought me here?
204 days. Roughly 7 months or so. Then again, the Lucians had you locked away in that prison for nearly 2 millennia. I'd be more surprised if you hadn't lost all concept of time. You must loathe those Lucians for what they did to you.
Was your examination of me a fruitful one?
Oh yes, you've proven far more fascinating than expected. No wonder they kept you locked away. To think the powers of a demon could dwell within the heart of a man, it's incredible. The Star Scourge doesn't sap your life force, it gives you more. Your cells can regenerate themselves, and you can demonify other life forms as well. There's no doubt you are...
A monster.
Not a monster, a marvel. I can't wait to unravel all your...
What is this food?
Meat, cloned in this facility.
Cloned?
We cultivated somatic cells, used them as donors to fuse the nucleus transplant cells to the recipient oocytes, and then we...
Enough! I've no ear for the ramblings of a lunatic. What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods. And frankly, with powers like yours, I'd say you're nearly a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
My desires are all in the past.
The man who wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day. Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
My feelings are none of your concern.
Come along. This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is. I envy you. A human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
This is...
It has been estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago. It has been estimated that Eos came into... Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted upon Eos in the ancient Solheim era. Fossils thought to be remains of the oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Pistola region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim civilization. According to legend, the fire god Ifrit first bestowed his burning wisdom upon a man who later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Diskai and Klain regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation. The enormous crevasse separating the regions of Klain and Diskai is known as Telpar Crag. It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place. When Ifrit tried to reduce mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim. It is said that Ifrit, having lost the War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravatogh. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep slumber, nestled in the Goravas Rift of Vollup. To this day, no one knows what became of the blade god Bahamut. The earth god Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the disk of Kothis in Diskai. As for the storm god Rama, legend has it he sealed himself away within Fosha Hollow in Diskai. The sea goddess Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city of Altisha. Some 2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Caelum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME 722, Mors Lucis Caelum sits the throne as the 112th monarch of his line. Regis Lucis Caelum is King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed his father. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagium supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence. Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Lucis, House Fulleré founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME 359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension. In order to assuage the dissenters, the Empire preserved the Oracle's home of Fenestala Manor. This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fulleré enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis. The Accordo Protectorate has developed into a bustling league of towns at the heart of maritime trade. In ME 606, the Empire won an important battle against the allied forces of Lucis and Accordo, and in turn, annexed the Protectorate. The country is steeped in traditions and cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule, so the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy. Centuries after the founding of Lucis, a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercat, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME 359 and Accordo in ME 606. As of ME 722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercat, the Empire is developing new arms fusing Magitek with demons. Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steeleth Grove. Several ancient structures also dot the forest of the Fall Grove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway. In ME 501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons. It has been estimated
Given the demon's aversion to light, they typically stick to the shadows until the sun fades and the night falls. Adagium, however, is different. Unlike his demon brethren, he can still function uninhibited in broad daylight. Of course, the ultraviolet rays harm him, much like they would any other demon. Yet his cells regenerate quickly enough to essentially negate the damage.
It stings. Like the light of the sun. Perhaps I'd best cover up.
Adagium. That is what the Lucians call the monster they imprisoned for 2,000 long years. His powers surpass those of any mortal, and his body is all but impervious to attack. It's no wonder the Founder King sealed him away on the Isle of Angel Guard. He undoubtedly feared this monster might challenge his reign.
seems fortune smiles upon me. Though the Lucians kept him locked away for 2,000 years, I've managed to secure Adagium for myself. The raging winds and stormy seas may have cast all others away, but the waves parted for me that day and led the way. While I've yet to conduct any official research, the potential he proved in combat was most promising. I estimate his powers easily surpass anything mankind has ever seen. Perhaps this streak of luck has just begun. Surpass anything mankind has ever seen. Perhaps this streak of luck has just begun. Fascinating, isn't it? I pored over the ancient texts and found scarcely a mention of you. I barely believed you existed till I saw you with my own eyes. With your help, my research is proceeding smoothly. You have my thanks.
Demons were first officially recognized as a new species roughly 200 years ago. According to ancient texts, however, humans have suffered from a parasitic plague wrought by the demons for upward of 2 millennia. Demonification is caused by a mutant strain of plasmodia that takes root in living creatures and changes their cellular structures. Infected creatures begin to disperse miasmal particles, the spread of which is known as the star scourge. This model is a replica made from plaster poured into a demon-shaped cavity discovered deep underground. Demons sublimate when their vital functions cease, so this particular specimen must have vaporized after the mud around it had already solidified. Scientists believe this subject burrowed into the earth in order to shield itself from the light of the sun.
This must be how the gods feel looking down upon our world. Here we have a model of imperial territory. It includes our present lands as well as our future acquisitions. Feel free to have a look. There's something you should see. Come with me. I found something most interesting on the Rock of Ravatogh. If my experiment on this specimen succeeds, it might provide the information you've been looking for. This way.
Is that?
Ifrit the Infernian.
You subjugated a god and brought him here?
He was sound asleep, just like the legend said he'd be, so we put him on ice. Do you think you could turn him
into a demon?
If you managed to demonify a deity, you could learn truths no mere mortal could ever dream of knowing. You'll access 2,000 years of his memories, and if you can control him, he'll be a weapon of supreme power. It's certainly an enticing offer, isn't it? Just think you could exact sweet revenge through divine retribution.
How do you know what I want?
I don't, but I know you have no other options. Well, shall we? Come see the fruits of my Magitek research. This way. The ancient civilization of Solheim, forefathers of our magic technology, once flourished on this land. Had they not incurred the wrath of the gods, they may have remained prosperous to this day.
And you wish to restore them to greatness?
To surpass them, which is why I need you to lend me your strength. But I'm certain magic technology and demons are the keys to unlocking the door to a new future. Lucians? But how?
Code me, squad. Adagium sighted.
Requesting backup from Nimbus Squad.
Shutting down communications until all clear.
So, you've come to kill me, have you?
Or die trying.
Just as you humans are right satisfactory my actions. So I may be gone, my neighbors are not the proper Would you have lost it?
Here goes!
Out of my way!
Monster!
This ends now!
Perhaps you ought to sleep away your sadness.
Oh, Infanian, grant me the power to take Somnus, his people. I was the one chosen to be king?
Ardyn.
Era.
Forgive me.
Huh?
I defied the will of the gods and revealed to Somnus you had been chosen to be king. I never dreamt he would try to kill you.
But he did. Somnus fooled everyone, so he could usurp the throne. Everything that happened, it's all his fault.
No! Listen to me. It's my fault. I'm the one who ruined your future. This was divine retribution for my sins.
You've no sins to atone for. Gods! Answer me! Why have you burdened us with this fate? Era! Oh no! Era! Please!
In the names of the gods above, fulfill your calling, Ardyn, and punish me for my sins.
Era!
Kill me!
That's right. Kill her. Put that monster out of its misery, just like I did.
I can't. My calling is to save lives.
Just like you saved that innocent man by turning him into a demon.
Please, Ardyn. You must live.
I can't. Not without you.
Come. Why not give the lady what she wants? Once again, you failed to save her. No surprise. A monster can do naught but destroy.
I'll never forgive you, Somnus. This monster may not be able to destroy you, but I'll see to it that I destroy everything you built. Hear me, gods above. No longer shall I supplicate you for pardon. No longer shall I sojourn toward the light. Nay, the path I intend to tread is paved with blood and darkness. No longer shall I seek your guidance. This path is mine to tread alone.
Experiments bore fruit before long, precipitating the production of a Magitek infantry. As recognition for his contribution to this research, Ardyn Azunia was inaugurated as Imperial Chancellor. Thanks to its newfound firepower, Niflheim managed to break the stalemate that shackled the nation for more than 100 years, and, in turn, forced Lucis to scale back its magical barrier. The untimely passing of King Mors ushered in the era of a new monarch, and the young Regis Lucis Caelum succeeded the throne. Meanwhile, Ardyn began to spread the Star Scourge throughout the world, stealing people's memories and learning as much about the kingdom as he could. In time, those memories began to merge with his own, gradually transforming him into a wicked echo of his former self. And now, at long last, the time for his revenge has come.
Attention, an enormous unidentified life form has appeared near the Citadel. The creature has begun spewing flames, turning the area surrounding the Citadel to a sea of fire. All citizens must evacuate
Testing,
immediately.
1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Greetings, people of the Kingdom of Lucis. Do forgive me for interrupting the festivities, but I must tell you, this day of rapturous revelry shall be your last. Call it divine retribution. False kings and fraudulent nations are fated to perish. Sins of the past must not go unpunished. The time of reckoning is at hand. And today you shall atone on behalf of your forebears.
Who is he? We've yet to ID him.
Resist if you wish, but know that your fight against fate is a foolish and futile one.
Whoever he is, it's clear he wishes us harm. You stay here. I'm going to put a stop to this madman. Time to set to work.
Attention all units, this is your captain speaking. Code Red, I repeat, Code Red. Follow your commander's orders and get the situation under control.
Everything is dead. Who wonders about
How's that?
Enjoy.
Claris here. Have you identified the creature? Not yet, but we believe it to be demonic in nature. A demon. But how could it possibly withstand the daylight? For now, help the citizens evacuate. The Vanguard will take care of the giant. Absolutely, sir. The Crown Guard is almost wiped out, sir. Target is still on the move. Special forces are on the way. Try to hold out until they arrive. Currently engaging the target. Sir, I don't think he's one of us. Then what the hell is he?
I dragged the road to support. How's that? Enjoy. Everybody fully round chewing. Trust no one.
Sir, we've identified the giant. It's the Infernian. You've reached the Infernian. An astral? Yes, sir. One of our officers seems to be controlling the Infernian, but we can't get an idea. What? Find out who he is at once. There seems to be some kind of disturbance. What's going on?
Whatever do you mean?
Now I need you to locate and destroy the devices amplifying the wall.
As you wish, just sit back and enjoy the show. Now where in the world might those dastardly devices be?
I've marked the location of all the devices they're using to amplify the wall. They seem to be positioned on rooftops around the city. Find them and destroy them.
With pleasure. I'll be sure to keep you abreast of my progress. No rest for the wicked. Perhaps I'll take the high road.
One device down.
It doesn't seem to have had any effect just yet. Keep going for now.
My mind's consumed with fury. Everybody's fully blind, jury. Trust no one fully. The closest ones could be supposed to break your neck in your sleep. That's how they do it. But I got to think you're for the lesson. Now you're messing with a man who's obsessed with revenge. They better know what's really at stake. It's my turn now, watch me retaliate.
Sir, one of the wall amplifiers has been destroyed. But why would he target them? Is this a nip attack? We haven't sighted any Imperial soldiers inside or outside the wall, sir. Then they must have sent him to do their dirty work. Stop him at once, sir!
Here he comes!
Not there! Oh! Not even close. Enjoy. How's that? Now.
Defend the city at all costs!
All hail the Almighty!
Stay back! Living all this pitch black stormless. Feel powerless, but mind darkness. My purpose is to get my target.
I have sworn to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
Not even close. In times of crisis, they call upon the kings of yore to come to their aid. Bless their souls.
I'm planning all of your done at my service. Please get ready for some disturbance. But this is what you get for your purchase. I came with ancient halls of darkness. Now there's nobody else, just us.
Things are going swimmingly.
Wonderful. Here's hoping you can continue unimpeded. He's going after the wall amplifier, sir. Took out another one? Station reinforcements around the amplifiers. Sir.
They're causing quite a stir down there. Who wants to die? Step right up.
My turn now, watch me retaliate.
How's that?
Anyone but the backstabber, it's the obvious one. But if it ain't done, conscious doesn't gotta bother me like lonely ones. Nothing, the most wanted, the most talk. Get ready, look what you're.
I have sworn to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
Almost done. How does it look?
Quite promising. We should be able to break through the barrier with a well-timed assault. You ought to evacuate lest you get caught in the crossfire.
Yes, but there's something I must attend to first. I've got a king to kill.
What? That wasn't part of the plan.
I finished my work. Now it's time to play.
But we...
No, Barnes. You just stick to your plan and keep the boys in black busy for me. Now, off to see His Majesty who lives in the house that Somnus built.
What's the situation? Unfavorable. The target has been destroying all the wall amplifiers. Who is he? We can't identify him. He's a skilled combatant. He seems to have been burning his own control. I fear we must prepare for the worst, Majesty.
Take this!
Oh dear! You look like you've seen a ghost. Not even close. How's that? Not even close.
Stay back!
Begin the attack! How's that? Here it comes! Set their hearts. Think you can kill monster. Me? I'd love to see you try. Giving up the hunt already. Infernian! That was thoroughly disappointing.
firm business to get my target until I check off everybody on my list. But somehow this is like a circus. I'm counting all of your blood at my service. These can't ready for some disturbance, but this is what you get for your searches. I am an agent of the darkness. Now there's nobody else, just us. Do or die, it's real toughness. Feel the wrath of an outlaw, locked up. Chaos, the king's here to come here. The king's gonna come here.
It's going to hurt. Confirmed sighting of multiple Imperial dreadnoughts outside the wall. So it must be the final call. We can't afford to. Attention, first wave personnel. Prepare for deployment.
Don't hold back now!
Is this truly the best Lucis can muster? Praise be to the gods above!
So this is it.
Commencing elimination! Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost. What big walls you have! All the better to look down upon his enslaved subjects from. Time to call in a favor with the king and have him summon my beloved brother.
It's my turn now, watch me return.
Something wrong, officer?
Ah, you must be His Majesty.
I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Why are you here?
Why, for you.
The Royal Arms. Who are you?
You ought to know, being a man of royal blood yourself.
Adagium.
In the flesh. Here to bring the bloodline of Lucis to an end. Take this!
On my honor as king, I will favor you.
What an awful thing to say to your own flesh and blood. How's that?
I expected more from a legendary king of Lucy. I'll certainly hate to disappoint. No quarter for you. Brace yourself. I think not. Are you all right? You're the worst for wear. No worse than you witness I've seen. Oh, you. So confident and so misguided. Try this! This wall shan't fall! Try this! You're mine! Say your prayers! Brace yourself! Say your prayers! Brace yourself! Here goes! Here goes! Try this! Try this! They swore.
Done already? But the fun's just begun. Summon the old war.
How do you know about that?
I've heard the souls of kings reside within those statues. Of course, that's only hearsay. Why not summon the wall so we can see for ourselves? What I wouldn't give for a chance to speak with the Found King himself. Come out, Somnus! The longer you wait, the longer he'll suffer!
Is he dead? Oh dear. Perhaps I don't know my own strength. Huh. Well,
Brother.
Somnus. Haven't seen you for years. In fact, and whose fault do you think that is? Who could have exiled me as a monster and erased me from the face of history?
Irritated, unfit to sit the throne. Please, brother, return to the darkness whence you came.
Behold! Now, I had so much fun! To think I get the pleasure of killing myself! What's wrong here, brother? You afraid you expensive toy and come face me yourself? Let the game...
This is no beginning. Only the end. This is preposterous.
Over here!
How could one so impure possess such power? I was right to have sealed you away. You truly are a monster, brother.
The only monster here. Where's your head?
Impossible. I shan't surrender. The gods blessed you as their chosen. The people adored you as their savior. I was neither powerful nor popular. Just envious, perhaps.
Perhaps. Don't make me laugh.
I'm God. I yearn desperately to be special, yet I have nothing to set me apart.
Until you stole it from me. You ripped it from my arms.
Back into the...
What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it for the future of our kingdom, of our people.
A small sacrifice for the good of society. How noble.
Our line has done everything in our power to protect our people, just as the gods bade. I was merely fulfilling my calling.
And here I thought I was the Blessed One, but it was you all along.
I dare not ask your forgiveness. I do ask your understanding.
What? You took everything from me. Everything. And you ask my understanding?
I pray your soul find repose, brother.
Lucis Caelum, I command thee to halt on my honor as the Bladekeeper Bahamut. I shall not let thee become a slayer of kings.
Why? Why do the gods deny me my revenge?
Because thou hast been chosen to serve a different purpose. To spread darkness throughout the world is thy true calling.
Darkness?
Soon, a true king will be born unto Lucis. He shall lead the people as their beacon of hope, and drive away the darkness. In turn, thou shalt be his sacrifice, the limitless shadow that ushers in the light.
Why must I continue to suffer? Have I not already sacrificed enough?
The true king awakens. At last, relieve thee of thy suffering. Then, the line of Lucis shall come to an end, and the revenge thou seekest shall finally be found. So it is ordained, and so shall it be.
You say, I am not the savior of man, but his sacrificial lamb. And that I live only to die by the hand of the heir to an ill-gotten throne. That is the fate the gods have chosen to bestow upon me!
The very same. Defy thy destiny if thou dare, but know that it will grant thee a life of darkness unending, devoid of death's reprieve. What say thee, Ardyn?
Not once have I begged the gods for such a blessing. And I do not intend to kneel before you now.
Thine impudence shall prove thine undoing, foolish mortal.
Oh, I'm no mortal. I'm a monster. The path men tread was never meant for me. Mine is paved with blood and darkness.
Pitiful creature. If thou wilt fight against fate, so shall it be.
Ghosts do naught but haunt my tortured soul. Please, Era, won't you free me from this curse? Pierce my heart if you must, but you will never kill my resolve.
The gods who rule above and the men who reign below shall lend their strength to the King of Kings. Only a fool would defy such opposition. Though mankind may not realize, everything in this world is preordained. Man exists solely by the grace of the gods and cannot live without. Resist if thou must, but know thy struggles are in vain.
Am I alive? Oh, does it matter? Perhaps not. Nothing matters. None of it. Not the blessed gods above, nor the accursed kings below. To hell with them all. Spread this scourge across the earth, lure out this king of light, and kill him. Then, the entire world of Eos will be drenched in the darkness of despair for time eternal.
An enormous unidentified life form has appeared near the Citadel. The creature has begun spewing flames, turning the area surrounding the Citadel to a sea of fire. All citizens must evacuate.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Greetings, people of the Kingdom of Lucis. Do forgive me for interrupting the festivities, but I must tell you, this day of rapturous revelry shall be your last. Call it divine retribution. False kings and fraudulent nations are fated to perish.
Time to set to work.
Attention all units, this is your captain speaking. Code Red, I repeat, Code Red. Follow your commander's orders and get the situation under control. Have you identified the creature? Not yet, but we believe it to be demonic in nature. A demon. But how could it possibly withstand the daylight? For now, help the citizens evacuate. The Vanguard will take care of the giant. Absolutely, sir. The Crown Guard is almost wiped out, sir. Target is still on the move. Special forces are on the way. Try to hold out until they arrive.
Oh, giving up the hunt already.
Engaging the target. He's so strong. Sending backup. Don't let him get away.
How's that?
Chaos begins here, so come here. Become the king, go to kingdom over here. Do it how you want, do it you like it. Chaos begins here, so come here. Become the king, go to kingdom over here. Do it how you want it, however you like it. This is the place to be. Look at all this pitch black storming. Feel appalling, but mine darkens. My purpose is to get my target.
I pray you won't listen.
Everybody on my list, but somehow it's like a circus. They only show time on
Currently engaging the target. Sir, I don't think he's one of us. Then what the hell is he?
Think you can kill me? I'd love to see you try.
Damned monster.
Sir, we've identified the giant. It's the Insonian. They've reached the
In times of crisis, they call upon the king and law to come to their aid. Bless this. If they summon me, perhaps
Here we go! It's over!
send their hearts
Must stop you. How's that?
Things are going swimmingly.
Wonderful. Here's hoping you can continue unimpeded. He's going after the wall amplifier, sir. He took out another one? I'll station reinforcements around the amplifiers. Sir.
Chaos begins here, so come here. Become the king, go to king.
Though it pains me to say this, I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Like a circus, I'm clowning all of your time. You can't pay for some disturbance, but this is what you get for your purchase. I can't teach you all to darkness. Now there's nobody else, just us. Do or die. There's real toughness. Feel the wrath of an outlaw locked up.
I swore to David, all who would besmirch the civil courts. The justices shall be eliminated.
This is going to hurt.
Prepare yourself.
The king must be in his castle. I'm on. This is going to hurt. Praise be the gods above!
You must stop me.
You are free. Almost done. How does it look?
Quite promising. We should be able to break through the barrier with a well-timed assault. You ought to evacuate lest you get caught in the crossfire.
Yes, but there's something I must attend to first. I've got a king to kill.
What? That wasn't part of the plan.
I finished my work. Now it's time to play.
But we...
No, Barnes. You just stick to your plan and keep the boys in black busy for me. Now, off to see His Majesty who lives in the house that Somnus built.
What's the situation? Unfavorable. The target has been destroyed. All the wall amplifiers. Who is he? We can't identify him. He's a skilled combatant, but he seems to have the Infernian under his control. I fear we must prepare for the worst, Your Majesty.
They're causing quite a stir down there. Ha!
Vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. The Sultan has... Must stop you. What?
This is going to hurt.
How lucky you are to know the sweet release of death.
Chaos begins here, so come here. Become the king, go to kingdom over here. Do it how you want it, however you like it. This is the place to be. The magic chaos begins here, so come here. Become the king, go to kingdom over here. Do it how you want it, however you like it.
Going up.
Living darkness, pitch black starless. Feel lawless, my mind's darkest. Mind's purpose is to get my target. Until I check off everybody on my list. Somehow this is like a circus. I'm counting all of y'all done, I'm a service. Please get ready for some service. Get what you get for your purchase. I am an ancient of the darkness. Now there's nobody else, just us. Suicide, there's real toughness.
I have sworn to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
Not even close. Going to
Must stop you. No. This is it. What? Must stop you. This is it.
That was thoroughly disappointing.
Defend the city at all costs!
Prepare yourself.
Take this! Here goes! Stay back!
I will never fall!
Flash before my very eyes.
Giving up the hunt already? Not even close. This is going to hurt.
The elimination.
Enjoy. All hail the Almighty. Not even close. Enjoy. This is going to hurt. Invernian! Don't hold that now! How tragically weak you are.
My mind's consumed with fury. Everybody's bullied, blind jury. Trust no one. Bully, the closest one's coding. The ones who break your neck in your sleep. That's how they do it. Wake up to think you're for the lesson. Now you're messing with a man who's set to witness vengeance. They better know what's really at stake. It's my turn now. Watch me retaliate. It's the obvious one, but if it ain't not done, motherfucker being like nobody wants nothing. Here goes.
Here goes! Stay back!
Not now! Scared, darling.
I sworn to vanquish all who would besmirch this sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
Praise be to the gods above! Is this truly the best Lucis can muster?
Chaos begins here, so come here. Become the king of the tears, so come here. Become the king of the kingdom over here. Do it how you know it, how we put the light in.
Enjoy.
Everybody's bullied, blind jury. Trust no one. pulling, the closest one's calling. The ones who break your neck in your sleep, that's how they do it. But I got to think you're for the lesson. Now you're messing with a man who's obsessed with the stretches. Better know this next one, what the ass thing. It's my turn now, watch me retaliate. No one can join the show anywhere. The backstabber, it's the obvious one. But if it ain't not, son, maybe I'm going to it's all about the beat like here goes. Nothing out of all the money. Can't think for me. Look who's your story. Think twice if you think you can tell me I walk with my hands back. But I'm in a bit of a hurry. Here he comes!
Now, here goes.
Confirmed sighting of multiple Imperial dreadnoughts outside the wall. Must be a colocou. Gather forces. Attention, first wave personnel. Prepare for deployment.
Where's your head? Look sharp. Where's your head? Don't hold back now.
I pray you won't disappoint.
Oh, hail the Almighty! Where's your head? Take this! This is going to hurt. How's that? Over here! Praise be to the gods above! Begin the attack! Stay back!
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost. Not bad. But of course, make yourselves at home. I have some other business to attend to, so I'll leave you to yours.
Everybody's bullied, fried chewing, trust no one fully. The closest ones could be the ones to break your neck in your sleep. That's how they do it. But I got to think you're for the lesson. Now you're messing with a man who's obsessed with his vengeance. You better know what's really at stake. It's my turn now. Watch me retaliate.
Oh my, what big walls you have! All the better to look down upon his enslaved subjects from. Time to call in a favor with the king, and have him summon my beloved brother. Hear me, Adagio. On my honor as king, I will vanquish you. Oh, what an awful thing to say to your own flesh and blood. Try this! It's over! Enjoy! Such power. I'm engaged that traits for generation. Enjoy. It must be contained. Dangerous. Must be stopped. Must I? Really? By whom, may I ask? Say your prayers! I expected more from the legendary king of Lucis. You'll certainly have to disappoint. Not! Not this close. It's going to hurt. Are you all right? You're beginning to be worse for wear. Oh, worse than you were before. Good. Oh, you so concentrated that souls. You're mine!
Take this! Try this! Brace yourself! Die there! Say your prayers! Try this! Brace yourself! Say your prayers! Brace yourself! It's going to hurt. Give up. Come, let it win. Try this. Not so close. This all shan't fall. Try this.
Done already? But the fun's just begun. Summon the old war.
How do you know about that?
I've heard the soul kings. Somnus. Haven't seen you for years. 2000. And whose fault do you think that was? Who could have exiled me as a monster and erased me from the face of history?
You were tainted, unfit to sit the throne. Please, brother, return to the darkness whence you came.
Now? But I'm having so much fun! To think I'd get the pleasure of killing you myself! What's wrong, dear brother? To afraid to put down your expensive toy and come face me yourself?
This is monstrous. How could one so impure possess such power? To have sealed you away. You truly are a monster, brother.
Don't be facetious. The only monster here is you.
The gods blessed you as their chosen. The people adored you as their savior. I was neither powerful nor popular. Just envious, perhaps.
Until you stole it from me, you ripped it from my arms!
Back into the void! When I first received my calling, I understood that the demons could not be allowed to remain in this world. That a sinner could not be allowed to sit the throne!
Lies, fairy tales, and fallacies. All of it! How's that?
What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it.
What saved thee? Guarda Real.
Loath though I am to serve the shadows and surrender to the scion of a usurper, so long as it brings the royal bloodline to an end. So long as I get my revenge, I will submit.
As thou shouldst, the fate bestowed upon a man cannot be changed.
Did you two know about this? That I was meant to serve as some sacrifice? Did you keep this from me, Era? What about you, dear brother? Did you know? Answer me! Am I alive? Oh, does it matter? Perhaps not. Nothing matters. None of it. Not the blessed gods above, nor the accursed kings below. To hell with them all. All that matters is I have my revenge. I will spread this scourge across the earth, lure out this king of light, and kill him. Then, the entire world of Eos will be drenched in the darkness of despair for time eternal.